Realism. Realism is often associated with subjects such as mathematics, science, or technology. Realism is based off of provable facts. These are things that are permanent or concrete. Realism is also based off of the observable. If we can observe something happen, it must be true. The teacher is thought of as a single source of knowledge in the classroom. All knowledge comes from them. Realism is taught through labs, demonstrations, and lectures. Philosophers that can be associated to realism are Aristotle, Locke, and Rousseau. We are going to focus more on Locke and Rousseau. Our first philosopher is John Locke. Locke was born in Somerset, England on August 29, 1632, and died on October 28, 1704. As a child, he attended a renowned school named Westminster. Locke later went on to study by way of scholarship at Oxford University. There, John Locke received his bachelor's and his master's degree. While at Oxford, he taught rhetoric and Greek. Later on, Locke studied and earned his bachelor's in medicine. He worked with many well-known people such as Robert Boyle, Thomas Willis, Robert Hooke, and Richard Lohr. He was expelled from Oxford University before he proved Descartes' notion of innate ideas was wrong in an essay concerning human understanding. Locke believed that the most important part of education was virtue. He believed that a child should be punished by way of shame and not by physical harm. The reason for this was to stray away from violence. Locke did not believe in rewarding a student, but he did believe in intrinsic motivation. He also pushed for teaching children respect for their parents. Locke believed that a sound body is a sound mind. An example of this is making a child wear little clothing in the winter as well as no shoes. He believed in play. Locke also believed in learning a manual trade. He thought that there was no such thing as a stupid question, and that it should be answered in a simple manner. He believed that reading should be encouraged and that foreign languages should be taught by speaking it. Locke believed in teaching a full spectrum of subjects such as history, math, chronology, laws, speaking and writing, and geography. He believed that religion should not be taught because it brainwashes. He believed in contextual learning, and he believed that common people should receive a limited education.
Another important philosopher who believed in practical realism was Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He was born June 28, 1712, in Geneva, Switzerland. He grew up a lot on his own. At the age of 10, his father left him with his uncle. After growing up, he had plenty of affairs in his lifetime, and the children he made he gave up for adoption. His book, Emile, which was anti-Catholic, forced him to flee and brought him to many places in Europe. He died at the age of 66, and he can be found buried in Paris. Rousseau's ethics, or his axiology, was that he believed man was born good and that society, if anything, turned him evil. He believed that freedom gave happiness. He believed it to be moral. Children should first be instructed in their rights, not their duties. He believed the first duty is to yourself, not to others. Rousseau had many educational ideas. He believed that a strong body was important, meaning that you should exercise and diet and be able to withstand physical hardships. He believed that children should be dealt with differently. Don't reason with them as if they were an adult, but talk to them like a child. Let them be responsible for their actions. If they broke their window, let them get cold due to it being broken. He believed in making children learn naturally, making them learn geometry, geography, and drawing through observation. He believed in cultivation of curiosity, learning a natural trade, history, law, learning through play, and chronology. His ideas have inspired learning today. His ideas about language learning were ahead of his time. Teaching students through observation would prove to be optimal and is still used today. And mainly, his idea that every age has a ripeness to learn is used a lot through the stages of learning.